Tethercat said oh. Tethercat said T.
Whoops. Toop. On. Okay, that was loud. Oh. A taxi. Up, please.
Greed_1914 said good morning. I am making some blackberry pancakes right now.
You're half right, it's morning. Good on you. Get those pancakes up and running. Way to go. Blackberry. I haven't had blackberry in forever. Tell me how they are. Also, send me some through a self-addressed stamped envelope. I love how my brain registered it as stomped. Not even stamped, just stomped. I guess that'd be wine. You know what? I can't handle this game's audio. Not today. We're not doing audio like that today. Can we get some music going on? No, we don't want to do that. We want to do the, Where's our audio? Sure, let's open up Foobar. Boy, that did not work in my favor. See if this works. Anyway, how you doing? Oh? Well, that's up and running. I like it. Let's shuffle this list. Randomize. And then we will... There we go. Ah. Thank God, sanity prevails. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Tethercat. I don't know what I'm doing. I just got here. We don't need that extra visual, do we? There. Okay, what else am I doing here? I just played the game. Ugh. Oh, I got bran muffins. These are the bran muffins I made last week. I'm gonna eat the last of them. And then I got another batch to bake up this week. Bran muffins, because I'm old. Also, I'm not awake yet. I'm tired. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I was using my French press earlier because that's how I make coffee. I have a French press. And yesterday was an adventure. I was screwing up making my French press all the time. I was putting coffee in my cutlery drawer. I was not awake yesterday. I'm not doing too much better today. Blackberry pancakes. What's a topping? What kind of topping goes with blackberry pancakes? I mean, if it's just standard pancakes, then you have them with butter, you have them with maple syrup, maybe whipped cream, perhaps jam. And then you also serve it with eggs and sausage, some orange juice and or coffee. But I'm wondering if the blackberry denotes a specific type of topping. Like if you have blackberry, you're not going to have jam on your pancakes. And if you are going to have jam on your pancakes, you're not going to have blackberry jam on your pancakes unless you are addicted to blackberries. So, maybe just whipped cream or butter. I think whipped cream would be a little bit egregious. When I make pancakes, maple syrup and butter. But then again, the pancakes I make are buttermilk pancakes. That's my favorite. I'll make buttermilk pancakes every time, all the time.
Greed_1914 said I just have some maple syrup. The berries were on sale yesterday.
Oh, that's nice. Fresh berries? Well done. Yeah, nothing beats baking with fresh berries. I'm on board with that. Sign me up. I'm gonna turn up this music a little. It's pretty good. I love how someone made a medieval version of the polka song where Miku is spinning a leek. Someone thought this would make a great medieval song. And I'm on board with this. Oh, I see what's going on. Man, I am not awake. I didn't set up for this stream, not at all. I just fired the stream up and here we are, because I'm still enabling items. Audio, microphone. I need more coffee. I got coffee beside me. I should make up some sausage and do it up with maple syrup. Maybe that'll be breakfast. I'll do up eggs. And I'll do up sausage with maple syrup. I found out a secret to making good eggs. I didn't know this. I'm still learning how to cook. I'm old. I'm still learning how to cook. The secret to making good eggs is using 2 frying pans. So, I can't flip an egg to save my life. I have no idea how to use a spatula. But I crack an egg into the frying pan and I let it fry. Okay, that's getting loud now. I crack an egg, I throw it into the frying pan, I do it all up. And then once it's fried, once it's successfully cooked on one side, I'll take the second frying pan and I'll flip the first frying pan into the second frying pan. So the frying pan itself becomes this oversized, immense, heavy spatula. But I don't have to worry about, you know, eggs folding or trying to wobble balance a fried egg on a spatula. None of that. I just flip one frying pan onto the other and it works. Yeah, it's kind of stupid, but I'm happy with it. Bran muffin. Oh, trying to make a bran muffin thing a regular occurrence. See what I did there? Regular, huh? It's funny because colonoscopy. Well, that reminds me, I had the Twitch integrated throwing system set up, I think. Let's fire that up. We're having that kind of a morning, let's throw it on. See if it works. Well, no idea if it's gonna work, so I might as well just keep playing. I like this because this is one of those games where I can actually be... Yeah, nice. It's one of those games where I can actually be focusing on the, focusing on the OBS screen, I say as I do anything except focus on the OBS screen. Alright, let's try that again. That's funny. It's not showing the objects. Doesn't matter. Although I want it to matter, so now we're gonna fight with this. Can I resize this at all? No, I cannot. Graphics. Solution. Donate. That worked. I don't know what happened there, but that worked. Or not. Let's not worry about it. What's important is that I'm getting hit with your comments. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. Dun dun dun. Space taxi. I don't know why, but I get this feeling that you guys would rather see me. Maybe it's because I'm the VTuber. There we go. Tethercat in a rare instance of what do you call that? Narcissism? Am I being narcissistic by wanting to increase the size of the VTuber model for the viewer? It's too early. These are thoughts that are way too early for me. I need more bran muffin. I'm gonna eat my bran muffin. I'm gonna lament that it's not blackberry pancakes. The injustice of the world, I tell you. So you guys know that I have an FPGA system. That's the Mr. Pi that I bought. Sold all my... I had something like 30 video game consoles, hundreds of games, probably about 1,000 video games. I sold all of it. With that money, I went out and bought a Mr. FPGA, which is about the size of my fist. It has every single one of those games and then more. Let the kids collect the physical media. I'm just happy with the games. So, anyway, they just announced that Star Wars Arcade had come out for the FPGA. So I'm thinking of downloading that and firing that up. That'd be exciting. Might do I say I should do a Star Wars arcade stream, but honestly, I'd love to get back into doing the Kilrathi screen with Wing Commander, because those were fun. The Wing Commander streams, the Wing Commander sessions were just so stupid funny. I think what's coming up is that I'm going to finish off Skyrim. There was someone in the comments a couple of days ago who potentially gave a spoiler.
Rido-san7465 said, "Hi Grandpa Tethercat."
Good morning, Mr. Rido. How you doing? So someone, I think, spoiled Skyrim. They said, "Wow, you're right near the ending, aren't you?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. I've never played this game. Why are you asking me? I don't know. What do I know about Skyrim?" So I'm not certain if I'm at the end near Skyrim or not. I don't know. But if I am, then we might wrap it up. And then I'll have a slot open, and then I can get back into doing more stuff like the Wing Commander Kilrathi run.
Rido-san7465 said, "I'm doing pretty good. I finished my public school this Thursday." Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Good stuff, good stuff. Graduating from one successful area and preparing to enter into the next. That's always a good accomplishment. That's a feel good. You should feel good, you should feel proud. You've definitely earned your summer vacation.
Rido-san7465 said, "And now I only have 2 school years left." Beaming face with smiling eyes.
Nice. I can't even remember my school. That was so many decades ago. I remember one specific thing about my public school from decades ago. And it's that the stairs, there were a lot of stairs. Like, there were a lot of stairs. There were tons of stairs. And before my school closed down and they destroyed the building and, you know, put up an apartment or whatever, all the adults had a chance to go around and tour the school, got to walk around the old school. And I remember as an adult facing off against those steps, and those stairs were incredibly small.
Rido-san7465 said, "Yeah, I've worked pretty hard at my agriculture class."
I remember that the stairs in my public school were so small, and it was me who was smaller than the stairs. That's my takeaway from all of that. Agriculture class. Everyone seems to be getting into agriculture lately. I was talking with someone who was doing some seed germination. Seed germination. And I think that's where you take a plant seed and you toss it into some paper towel and some water and you watch it bloom into the sprout that it is. Everyone's getting into agriculture. That's nice. I used to be an archaeologist. You can't really say that's an agricultural avenue, but boy, I sure dealt with a lot of forests and swamps.
Rido-san7465 said, "Seed germination?"
Yeah, seed germination. It's where you plant a seed. I mean, it's what happens when you plant a seed and what happens in the whole process and stuff. You see it go from a seed and you see the little tiny plant root come out. Oh yeah, seed germination's pretty cool. I gotta fix this. What's going on with this? Graphics.
Rito-san7465 said it sounds like you've worked pretty hard back then at your public school, beaming face with smiling eyes, thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely worked a couple of places, that's for sure. Trigger manager, object manager. By the way, I'm not awake yet.
Rito-san7465 said burger hamburger.
Burger hamburger, indeed. Indeed. I wonder if it's something inside the... I'll deal with that in a minute. Let's land the taxi first. Let's see what's going on with this. Filters. Nothing. Capture specific window. Maybe that's it. Capture specific window. Properties. Allow transparency. Audio. Oh, you know what I think it is? I think I figured out what's going on here. Okay, hold on. Hold the fort. Let's put that on hold. I think I know exactly what's going on here. I'm having that same issue that was going on earlier. Alright, let's try this. That's looking good. Much better. Yay, we figured it out. Kudos and congratulations to everybody. Back to the game. I was wondering what was going on with that, but we figured it out. That's a victory. Actually, here's a fun fact. I'm actually doing a little bit of education myself. I'm taking an online schooling course. So we'll see how that goes. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know how I'm doing grade-wise, but I haven't failed any of the subjects yet. I haven't failed any of the tests. So that's good. So I got that working out for me. What's going on with this? Oh man, I think there's something going on. I live in the downtown commerce area of my little village here. Of the Tethercat junkyard. I live in the busy part of the downtown core, and outside I hear street music. Oh, pad 6. So, yeah, I woke up the other morning because they had a musical band welcoming in tourists. And they had all these tourists, and they said, yeah, let's welcome them in by playing loud music with a live band. That woke me up. Well, woke me up a lot. Didn't wake me up today. I'm not awake yet. Nice, we got beanstalk skip. You never see that. Like I say, I'm pretty sure this is the world record run. This is the opposite of the world record run. Well, I've successfully eaten a bran muffin, so I figured that my day has been accomplished. Last night, I watched the 1989 version of Batman. That was interesting. I think I enjoyed it more when I was younger. I remember seeing it in the theater on opening night. You know what's funny? My family was poor, and the Batman hype was pretty prominent. But my family was poor, so we weren't able to afford Batman merchandise, but we had access to a t-shirt printer. You know, make your own t-shirts. So I remember drawing up the Batman logo and then making my own printed t-shirt of it. And my my design for Batman logo was so professional. It was such a one-to-one recreation of the Batman logo that everyone I knew thought that it was a genuine 100% Batman shirt. Like a licensed product. And this is back when you couldn't get licensed products. So I was the envy of all the people around me for a little while. And then I said, no, actually, I drew it myself. And then they became really skeptical because they thought I had no talent. So, turns out I did have that talent, I just never showed it off to anybody. Anyway, this is all to say I watched the Batman 1989 show last night, and it was okay, but I was more about the nostalgia of that time than I was the actual film. The film was pretty bad. Honestly, I didn't really care much for the film. What? Psh. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. Yeah, coffee. Every year I feel that the month of May is my productive month. I'm gonna do anything, it's gonna be in May. Anyway, May ends tomorrow. So if I gotta do anything, I better do it. Some of the stuff I want to do is soldering. You can only do soldering when it's warm out and you have sunshine and you have a window that you can open up for ventilation. I need to head to the municipal landfill. I got some things to pass along that way. I wanted to get my bike up and running. These are all things that I could do at any other time, but I specifically devoted the month of May to it, and turns out I'm really sloppy at keeping up with my promises. I dislike dead air. Because I've been to other VTubers streams where you pop in and you're like, oh wow, this looks like a unique VTuber. Let's see what they're selling. Let's see what they're advertising. Let's see what they do. And then all you have is silence. I usually don't stick around for those VTubers. I figure that they're not talking because they're shy. They're shy, so they're not talking. Me, I'm just asleep. I'm just half awake. That's why I'm not talking. But as the entertainer quotes, I should be more talkative. I should be more talkative. I picked up some pirated material yesterday. I sailed the 7 seas. I sailed the 7 seas and I acquired some booty. Last night I sat down and I was right ready to view the spoils of my engagement, and it turns out that my spoils were spoiled. So instead I watched 1989 Batman. So I have to go and either figure out what's going on with the spoils, or I gotta revise my entire plan. What is this? What am I doing? Pad 6. Last night I had this craving to make popcorn. Maybe it was the whole gonna sit down and watch a movie, I don't know, but last night I was gonna make some popcorn. And then the day got away from me and I didn't make any popcorn. However, I still have all that popcorn and I can still make it. So maybe I'll do that up tonight. Maybe that's a tonight option. What am I looking at here anyway? It's Yeah, I almost fired up Kickstarter. I do loves me some Kickstarter. Almost fired that up. Don't know why I didn't. You know what? Let's play some Kickstarter. Hey everyone, my name's Tethercat. Welcome to the Kickstarter stream. What's with this? Wow, I got something going on here. That was a thing. Anyway. Kick. Start. What's that say? Or... So I gotta... $118 followers for this. There's 118 people that want to watch Kickstart. That's impressive. F7 to start. What was my world record prior? 24:08? I don't think we're getting that. Oh. Best game ever. How this never became a household video game best-selling greatest of all time, I have no idea. This is perfect. This is exactly what I needed. There's enough space on that Mr. Chips truck that they could have put that extra S. But something tells me that they got contacted by a copyright strike, so they changed it into Mr. Chip, which makes no sense. I'll have the viewers know that I am currently the world record holder on this. Asterisk.
Greed underscore 1914 said, and it shows Pop Nemo.
Yeah, funny that. Funny that. What would this game be without me? A buried classic, a buried masterpiece that no one remembers. Someday the historians will say, Tethercat, he was on top of things. And it shows. Oh, God. Wrong button, wrong button. There we go. Oh yeah, I guess I left my window open and I guess you can hear all the ambient noise and vehicles outside. Let that be the proxy for this video game. When you hear an engine revving, it's just something outside the window. How's my coffee doing? Oh man, I had such a rough morning yesterday. Put my coffee grinds into the cutlery drawer. I think I tried pouring my coffee creamer into the coffee grinds themselves. It was pathetic. I was not in my best spot. I use a specific scoop to put the coffee grinds into my French press. And I think I put that scoop in the freezer. It was a morning full of errors for me. This game. I love Commodore 64 games. They're so bad. Unintentional masterpieces. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm almost awake, which is terrifying. Oh, last night I had a thing that happened. Something happened to me last night. I was sleeping. I was asleep. And I guess I put my arm under my pillow. You know, standard practice. We're human. We do this. Now, if you recall, I have an injured shoulder. I have tendonitis in my shoulder, and it's been a recurring injury. And there's just something going on with my shoulder. So just something. You know, it's never going to go away, and I got to deal with it. But currently, I got no pain, but something going on with my shoulder. Last night, I put my arm under my pillow, and somehow, just doing that, somehow, I believe I cut off the circulation of blood flow. One of my arteries got taken out. Anyway, a couple hours passed, I was asleep. And then I woke up and I only had 3 limbs and 1 dead limb hanging from me. And I knew that the pins and needles would quickly agonize me. So I went out really quickly. I pulled my dead limb out from under the pillow. And really quickly I tossed it. I tossed it safe to the side where I knew that there would be no movement and no friction. There'd be no extrasensory itemery. And I waited, and it took about 2 minutes for I could feel the blood going through my veins. I could feel the arteries unclog and just all the sensations coming back. And I was doing my absolute best not to scream. I don't even know what time this was. 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I don't know, 5. But as soon as I got my blood flow back, that was it. I was able to get back to sleep, and then I stayed there for quite a few hours. But what a crazy morning that was. What a crazy amount of sleep that was. Check that out. World record, I'm telling you. I'm on world record pace here. Oh. Yeah. I wonder what's going on in the area. You ever check out your community calendar? You ever take a look at your own immediate location community calendar, see what events are happening, see if there's anything going on? I'm always curious to see if there's like a spaghetti dinner or like a bake sale, perhaps a craft show. I always like going to those craft shows where the old ladies are selling their quilts. And you can tell that the quilt is made with such love and dedication, but you can tell that the old lady herself is this horrible chain smoker. She probably has very anachronistic views on current society. And you love the quilt, but you can't separate the art from the artist. You're like, I just can't buy that. It looks beautiful, but I would be supporting that old woman in her horrible old ways. I love going to those quilt shows. They're great. It's like going to the model train shows. They always have model train shows, and you can really see where the cream of society show up for those. I'm one to talk. I went to a VTuber convention. That was pretty much the exact same thing as a model train show. I mean, you want to talk about a whole bunch of people getting together and enjoying their non-harmful interests. I mean, right there. Surrounded by everybody. Yeah, you can tell I'm definitely waking up. My brain is starting to go and I'm starting to ramble. And I'm starting to get a little better at this game. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream. I might as well. I'm not doing anything. Game's crazy and fun and crazy. I might as well just end the stream. Go outside and touch grass. So yeah, everybody, we're calling it. It's gonna be the end of the stream. Oh, before we do that, I gotta reset all the things that I didn't quite set up, and that includes giving y'all the tour of the beautiful music that you've been not able to listen to. Here we go. That's right, everyone. Bet you missed this. Yeah. Alright, we're out of here. Everyone take care. Have yourselves a good day. Try not to get in too much trouble. Do your thing. Bye.